Sean Diddy Combs, one of the most influential figures in the music industry, has been placed under suicide watch after being denied bail following his arrest on Monday. The charges against the 54-year-old music mogul are severe, including sex trafficking, racketeering, and transportation to engage in prostitution. These accusations have sent shockwaves through the entertainment world, as the founder of Bad Boy Records faces what could be the most serious legal battle of his life. According to sources who spoke with People magazine on Thursday, the decision to place Combs on suicide watch was made for precautionary reasons. These measures were deemed necessary as Combs is reportedly in a state of shock, and there are concerns about his mental well-being. The sources explained that his mental state remains unclear, which prompted authorities to take preventative action. Suicide watch is a procedure outlined by the U.S. Department of Justice's National Institute of Corrections to ensure the safety of inmates who may be at risk of self-harm. It involves close and frequent observation of the inmate, often including measures like constant video surveillance or checks at regular intervals to prevent any attempt at suicide. It is typically used for prisoners who are under immense psychological stress or are considered vulnerable due to the nature of their charges or personal circumstances. While his legal team and representatives have yet to make any public statements about Combs' mental health, the decision underscores the gravity of the situation. Page 6 reached out to Combs' attorney, his personal representative, and the New York City Department of Corrections, but none have provided any immediate comments regarding his condition or the suicide watch decision. Combs is currently being held at the Metropolitan Detention Center (MDC) in Brooklyn, a facility notorious for its harsh and sometimes dangerous conditions. The MDC, which first opened its doors in 1994, houses over 1,200 inmates. Over the years, the facility has gained a reputation for overcrowding, unsanitary conditions, food contamination, violence among inmates, and unfortunately, numerous suicides. The conditions inside the MDC have been widely criticized by human rights organizations and have been the subject of multiple news reports, including an in-depth investigation by the New York Times. In July of this year, an inmate tragically died following injuries sustained during a violent altercation inside the MDC. The inmate's attorney publicly condemned the facility, describing it as an overcrowded, understaffed, and neglected federal jail that is hell on earth. These descriptions highlight the environment in which Combs is now confined, adding to the complexity of his current predicament. Combs' legal troubles escalated significantly this week when he appeared in Lower Manhattan's federal court on Tuesday to face charges stemming from a 14-page indictment. The document, filed by federal prosecutors, outlines a series of damning accusations against Combs. According to the indictment, he is alleged to have created a criminal enterprise composed of associates and members who engaged in a variety of illegal activities. These activities include sex trafficking, forced labor, kidnapping, arson, bribery, and obstruction of justice, painting a picture of a vast criminal network allegedly orchestrated by the music producer. The charges come after extensive raids carried out in March at Combs' Miami and Los Angeles properties. During these raids, federal officers reportedly seized large quantities of evidence. Among the items discovered were illegal drugs, more than 1,000 bottles of lubricant, and 3 AR-15 assault rifles. These discoveries, detailed in the indictment, have only added to the mounting legal pressure on Combs. Despite the severity of the charges, Combs has maintained his innocence. On Tuesday, he pleaded not guilty to all 3 counts. His defense attorney, Mark Agnifilo, spoke to reporters outside the courthouse after the arraignment, insisting that his client is fully prepared to fight these allegations. Agnifilo expressed confidence in Combs' ability to defend himself, stating that his client is not intimidated by the accusations. Mr. Combs is a fighter, Agnifilo said. He's not afraid of the charges. He's been looking forward to this day. He's been looking forward to clearing his name. He didn't do these things. The attorney's statement paints a picture of a man ready to battle not only the legal system but also public perception as he works to restore his reputation. For a figure as prominent as Combs, whose career has spanned decades and whose influence has shaped modern hip-hop and pop culture, the stakes couldn't be higher. The case has already garnered significant media attention, with fans, fellow artists, and industry insiders watching closely as the legal proceedings unfold. Combs' arrest has sent ripples through the entertainment world, with many expressing shock at the nature of the allegations. Known for his entrepreneurial ventures and lavish lifestyle, Combs has long been a fixture in the music and business communities. His contributions to the industry, both as an artist and a producer, have earned him critical acclaim and financial success. However, the gravity of these charges could potentially overshadow his achievements if he is unable to successfully clear his name in court. As the case moves forward, the potential consequences for Combs are dire. If convicted, he could face decades behind bars. Racketeering and sex trafficking charges carry severe penalties under federal law, and the nature of the accusations suggests that prosecutors will likely seek the maximum punishment if a conviction is secured. The situation is further complicated by the discovery of firearms and drugs during the raids, which could lead to additional charges being filed. Federal prosecutors are reportedly building a comprehensive case, and the indictment indicates that this is only the beginning of what could be a lengthy and complicated legal process. In the meantime, Combs remains confined to the MDC under suicide watch, with his future hanging in the balance. The legal and personal turmoil surrounding the case is likely to have far-reaching implications, not only for Combs but for those associated with him, including business partners and fellow musicians. The coming weeks and months will undoubtedly be critical in determining the outcome of this high-profile case and its impact on one of the most well-known figures in modern music history.